Hey, Azure Helms here, back with some more OpenTTD. In the last episode, after the episode, like I said, I did finish up this timetable for the main route. I'm just waiting for it to fill in and tweaked all the slack in it, so that should be good to go. And then to recap, we got the stop and depot and expired orders in place for this line, so that we can start taking those aero trains off the line, and we got the Bud RDC off. And we also, most importantly, built this new line here, which goes from Heiligenhausen over to Niederstadt by way of these local towns, which gave our network a good deal more coverage. Look at the cargo flow legend. We can see this route is already overburdened like crazy. That's to be expected. So this episode, I think, is going to be about balancing and capacity. The main thing that I want to do is do the double track stations along this route, because it's going to start being a problem. There's no way we'll be able to fully reach capacity. We're getting there, but it's still going to stay as a problem, I think, until we get those double track stations in. Before I do that, one thing I want to do is, if we look at our road vehicles, some of those senior cruiser buses that we've used for our longer routes are starting to expire, and there is a replacement available. So I just want to get the auto replacement order in for those. We take the Senior Cruiser coach. This Prime Ironwood coach, or Prime Firewood coach, has a max speed of 120 kilometers an hour and takes 40 passengers. So that's a great replacement. So I will set the replace old vehicles order in there. And now we have a new vehicle that we can use for our long distance bus routes. So we've got another one of these trains in depot, so we're going to do the same thing that we did for train 1. We're going to axe train 2. This time I can clone train 1, put it on the timetable, and get it started. And we'll see that happening. We'll need to do a similar thing once, like I said in the last episode, these trains coming out of HGH that use those older locomotives start to expire as well. So now what I want to do is double up these platforms. One thing I'm going to have to do, because you can see here that's exactly the problem. This train was stuck, couldn't even enter the station because this one was in. And if I look at the timetable, this is going to be, it was 1 day late before it even got there. It's going to be even worse now. 4 days late, yeah. So it's not terrible, but this route is already, has its capacity limited by this station. And that's what we want to avoid. And so the way to do that is by having double track for each platform, for each station, double platform, sorry. Basically to cut the signal gap in half. So we only need to do that on all these drive-through stations, and it's going to be a little bit hectic to do. So we'll do it one at a time. Start with this one. So the same trick that we did before, just a ways back as it clears its trains, just destroy the track so that no new trains can enter the station. And then we need to build the new station, new platform. Make sure we're using electrified railroad, and it's going to be just 2. That's not going to let me go without doing some terraforming. That should be good enough. No, it's not flat enough. Okay, so I have to... This is why I didn't want any trains around. Oh, sorry, there we go, and then do our standard jog there. And actually, I'm going to pull these farther back, because this track will need a bit of a jog. Like this. And I want that to be a comfortable distance away. And same on this side, a comfortable distance away. Not like that. Need to do a bit more leveling. So, and then it can jog after it lands. I did let that train in. Let's signal this up before I let the train coming the other way in. Oh, wrong button. I guess I didn't signal up before I let the next train in. There we go. With a pass signal in. I meant in this direction. Let's signal it up before I let that train in. So this also is going to have a bit of a jog to it, but a much smaller one. So that'll work just fine. Signal there. I'm not convert because there's no signals here. Pass signal, pass signal, path signal. You come forward, and then I can join this back up. This will wreak some havoc on our timetables, but thankfully we can see as these come in, this will clear off quite a bit faster. Now for the express trains, they just need to jog around. I'm going to bring it out all the way to here so we can just jog without doing the elevation change. Just like that. Same thing for this one. So you'll need a bit of terraforming to come out. Yep, just like that. Oh no, I made a mistake, so good thing I caught that. Because you guys need to join back up here. Like so. Now, put in the signals. Okay, great, and that's one station done. I'll just move along and keep doing this everywhere. One thing that I could do, I'm not too worried about these jogs for the local trains, but in some cases they might be so tight that it's actually worth just pulling the express lines farther out. Let's do the same thing here. Destroy that track so trains can't come in. And do the same thing down here. I'll have to wait for this to clear before I get started. But there's nothing in the express track, so I can lay down my stations. Let's pull some of this away. I'm going to pull this level back a bit. Okay, this is clearing out. Pull all this back a ways. Do this side. Now that I'm seeing this, I want to flip around the direction, so it's like that. Just because that way I don't have an extra silly jog here, so I'm going to turn these around. And have these jog over once they're up the hill. Just like that. Signal up our station. We can start reconnecting them. So you can reconnect. You can reconnect. This doesn't want to pull back. Okay, it's not the last signal. There we go. Pull these signals forward. And now wiring up our express track is pretty easy here. It can just go all the way up and over, and then jog back in parallel with this one. Pull our signals back, fill in the gap, and that's 2 stations down. So this one's going to be even trickier because it's just so big. Let's see what stations I need to expand. So I've got... Sorry, let's see. So these 2 are fine because they're not going to have the volume kind of by design that necessitates it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 morph tracks. That might actually blow our station spread away. Thought land required. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said, yep. Yeah, station 2 spread out. So that's a setting. I'm going to change this. That is kind of telling me that this isn't the right design. But there is a maximum station spread setting. I'm going to... Is that not coming up? What's going on here? There we go. That click box seems off. That's actually probably a bug in the BigGUI GRF. Oh, come on. Yes, this is very annoying. Yeah, the click box is actually quite a ways below. Okay, there we go. Maybe I'll report that as a bug. Because nothing else's click box seems off, just that settings menu. Okay, but now I've got this built. So I'm going to work from the outside in here. I'm going to level out a whole bunch of this. So the first 2 tracks are going to be for the HGH loop, or the line to HGH loops, line to HGH's loop. So I know this is going to join up here. That should be okay. I'm going to destroy that just so no new trains come in here and wait for this one to clear, just because I'm going to have to blow away a fair deal of this little loop to make this a possibility. So I don't want to... No. That's okay. I was going to say I don't want to destroy that track after I already started. But I do want to destroy all this track, because that's going to have to be rebuilt pretty much from scratch. I think I can come out to the same point and do the same idea. Oh, I dragged the wrong point. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once again, the fall here can be pretty precipitous, because it's only going down. Okay, that's all signaled up, so let's signal this loop all around. I can join this back up. There's the last signal there. Okay, great. So the next track I'm doing is this one. There's the express trains. So I'm going to close that entry. I'm going to bring this one all the way out to there. Okay, that's going to actually require some rebuilding. I'm going to close these tracks on the way on this side as well. So I'm going to be at this height, even back here. Just going to make this convention consistent. Pull this across like that. And you can jog up here. You can do a similar jog down here. And then for this track here, you can just jog straight over to your intakes, which are going to be here and here. Just like that. Alright, now signal up this station, so that's the in and that's the out. That's the in and that's the out. Too much clicking. Hook this all back up. Looks like it is on that side, so hook it up on this side. And pull our signals over. And same thing over here. I find the signals on diagonal tracks so hard to see. But, alright, and that's signaled up. With possibly an errant. Yeah, I did something wrong here. I'm still doing something wrong here. No, I just had, that was a bad click. Okay, so these are all signaled up. And now finally, and perhaps most importantly, these tracks for the main station, the main local line. I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay, you can't come in. There we go. I have to let you out. I'm actually gonna... I was gonna say I'm actually gonna take that one out even further, but I guess I can't. Okay, do some more leveling here. So that's fine for that intake. For this outlet, I'm going to pull it to level up to there and join that up. And then do the same thing for this one. Join that up, and this actually is fine, the exit there. So if I just signal this up. Oh, I missed one more thing, which is this. So if I just signal these up, this station should be in service. Oh, here as well. You're the last signal on this line. No, there's one more. See, it's so hard to see. And here you get signaled up. And on that side, these signals look fine. So you can see here, this is a perfect example right here. Trains are backed up, but not nearly as badly as they could be. I've basically doubled, well, unsurprisingly, doubled the capacity of all of these platforms in this station. And this is the one where it's going to be a real bonus, I think. So this line, the express line, it's done now. There's nothing more to do, but I've got to do these 3 stations on the local line. So here, the same deal. Close the ways in. each direction. Already flat, so lay down my platform. This is just going to be a small one. And this one should actually be really easy to do. Because everything's nice and angled coming in. So I can actually just go straight. I'm actually going to flip this one around. So it comes out this way. Just because that way, this guy can jog up here. Just because that way I've got more space for the turn. If this one came out on the bottom here, I'd be doing a weird jogger that would be pretty ugly. I'm actually going to do the same thing on this side. Oh, sorry, little town. You are going to be mad at me. In a perfect world, this would actually be even one tile further back. Yeah, there's nothing to stop it from being. Okay, now let's get these guys signaled up. No. Sorry, there we go. Take, outtake, intake, outtake. Signaled, so you can not be that anymore. Pull these back. Pull these back. I'm going to join you up. Let's try to signal there, so pull that back. This one, I'm going to actually destroy this platform, but let this train in. Once that train is in, I want to pull this back even one more time. Alright, now signal this up all the way, and let that guy in. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, one thing that I want to do is let these two towns play with each other. I don't know, this local authority might be too... Well, it's mediocre. It's not so bad. I was going to say it might be too angry with me to let me do this, but if I just destroy this and pull this up, I just build a tunnel under here. And then if I want to have bus service into this town, it's taken care of for me, and it'll also allow Prumvedel to grow beyond the confines of this track a little bit. Okay, so WMM, this one should be super easy. So close the way in and close the way out. I'm going to fast forward until it's clear in this case. It is. Oh, wrong click. Okay. Electrified railroad construction, not a bridge, a station. 2 more platforms. Pull this back a ways. So all the jogging can happen at this level. Actually, I want it to be even farther back than that. Okay, reconsider that. Let's come down. Come at least 5 tiles before it jogs over. Just like that. On this side, the only jog I need to have is this. Super easily done. Build this last bit of track. Pull the signals over. Pull the signals over. Hook this up and pull the signals over. And that's one more station down. It should mean there's just one left. Which is the case. Perfect. And this is going to be really easy. No. Here, if the last station was easy, this one's a joke. Oh, that was a... There we go. Pull signals over, that's actually already fully signaled. Pull signals over. You can even just come in already. And your last signal is here. And that should be that line done. That's absolutely wonderful. So you can see there's some bogging down happening, but it's clearing even faster and faster and faster. I mean, if timetables are way out of whack, there even is the possibility here for trains to start passing each other, but I don't think any of our timetables should be so crazy that that's the case. Right, there's a problem with my signal here. Yes, I did the wrong thing. Because you need to be a pass signal, not a one-way signal in the wrong direction. And that's to be expected. You just want to watch for trouble spots when you've made a change like this, because there will be them. This is working wonderfully for this station. Look at that. Express train's using it here. Look at the timetable. We're running late, but we can deal with those problems. I mean, that's to be expected with all the construction that we've been doing in the last couple episodes on this line. So now, one last thing before we round out this episode. Let's just look at some of our capacities, some lines for capacity. So this new line, focus on trains first. The new line, which is this one, as we expected, it needs more trains. Let's give it 2 more. Up. The HGH to VLF one needs a couple more. So I'm going to do the same thing here because I'm phasing out these aerotrains. I'm going to use a turbo train on this. Let's get this guy started. I think just one should do for that. One thing that can be instructive is actually look at some of these stations that have huge amounts waiting and see who they're waiting for. So for example, this TBH station I can see to HGH is that route we just added a train to. Actually, I think I want more than one. The next number, HVS, is the local line. then express line, local line, express line, and then below that to TBHV and TBHT are the ring train. So that wasn't what we had to do. We had to went to HGH to VLF. But HGH to TBH looks like it needs the same treatment, and possibly with more trains. So I'm going to build a new turbo train here, up to 5 cars, like so. But I'm actually going to put 2 on the line right away. So like I said, it looked like here it was the express train, the local train more than the express train needs routes on this line, on the main line. So let's put on, okay, well this guy is done. Train 3, so let's replace him. Borrow some money to do this. Replace him and put on 2 more. And since money's a bit tight, I don't think I want to put on an express train. I don't think that's my priority. The next priority, I think, is actually going to be this new line that we built as well. This will eventually need the double station treatment in the same way, but I think that can wait. I'm broke. I don't think I can afford this train. No one, I've maxed out my loan. So instead, I'll do that next time. So I'm going to end this episode here. Please leave a comment below if you have any feedback or suggestions, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.